Ms. Leger Fernandez, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman Fox and Ranking Member Scott. Governor Polis, we did not serve together, but we are neighbors. You are our vecinos up there in Colorado, and we share many things between Colorado and New Mexico. I will say our green chili is better than your green chili. I know you're going to agree on that. But the issue of the early childhood education, by a vote of 70 to 30, New Mexico has now targeted to put more resources into our earliest the babies, right? Because that's where we need to invest, because we know that that has such an amazing return. And yes, it is an investment. The return, though, is about allowing a child to realize their full potential, and that is what education is supposed to be about. Education is what we use to make sure we have a democracy. Education is what we use to make sure that our economy thrives. And so I really do believe that we need to pay teachers what they deserve, because as we increased pay in New Mexico, we saw that a teacher gap drop. It makes sense, right? In a tight labor market, you need to pay teachers what they have earned and deserve. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about college affordability. I am going to be reintroducing former Congressman Levin's America's College Promise Act. Under the bill, the federal government would partner with states at a 75-25% share to provide tuition-free community college to all students for whatever they want to study, whether it be a nurse, whether they want to get some of the degrees and training that they need to be welders, to know how to be an electrician, the wide range of things, right? And we showed last year, we made college free in New Mexico. What happened? Enrollment went up, right? That's what happens when you provide the means and opportunity. Can you share how you think Colorado's and New Mexico's effort to address college affordability could be enhanced with that federal-state partnership that I've described in the America's College Promise?
There's no question that reducing the cost of higher education promotes equity, improves access, and affordability, which are many of the barriers. When we, through the Care Forward program with American Rescue Act funds, made training in many of the healthcare-related fields, phlebotomy, nurse assistant, EMT, free, it increased participation in these programs by about a third. And so we now have 1,000 people in our workforce today filling key roles in healthcare because they were able to access education for free. To tie it into your first part of your comment, and we admire New Mexico's investment in early childhood education. We're following along in Colorado as well. Not having childcare for your kid can also be a barrier to education. Mm-hmm. So when you look at how to make sure that a young mom can be able to go to school, to be able to get the skills she needs to earn a living, if she has a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old at home, it's important that we have a real-life solution that meets their needs as well. So we need to look at all of these barriers that can occur, break them down, and at the same time, making sure that both the state and federal governments, as well as the individuals getting the education, the learner, are getting the return on investment for their time and money, meaning increased earning potential, meaning ability to find a job, meaning ability to support themselves and their family.
Thank you, Governor Polis. And we've had a lot of conversation today about apprenticeships. And we have seen that Democrats have been incredibly supportive of apprenticeships. I think that was one of the first bills that we reported to the floor of the House. I remember it was one of the first bills that I got to stand up and say, pass. I am in favor of this. It passed out of the House. According to the Department of Labor, 93% of apprentices complete their program and then earn on average $77,000 a year. We heard earlier the ranking member talk about the $1.44 return that those who participate in these. You have a registered apprenticeship program in your state. Tell us how that works and how that could be a model as we move forward on apprenticeships. And I tell you, I'm really, this is important for me because we are a state in transition.
Yeah, we embrace all of the above, meaning registered apprenticeships, earn while you learn models, including that through CareerWise model, working with high schoolers. There's many people that a barrier to getting the skills they need is they can't leave their day job. They have to work to support themselves. So how can we incorporate getting the educational skills they need to earn a better living into the time they spend at work?
Thank you, Governor Polis, and I yield back.